Hello everybody, welcome to Rockshire Gaming. My name is Eric.
I'm Jake.
And I'm James.
And today we are going to be playing through Marvel United, specifically using the content from Enter the Spider-Verse. We're going to be using the locations from that expansion. We're going to be using the 3 retail heroes from that expansion. We're going to be using the villain from that expansion. And because we hate ourselves enough, we are going to also be playing with the Secret Identity Challenge for this game. So we're going to start off by basically introducing who we are playing as. I'm going to be playing as Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Ghost Spider.
Miles Morales.
There you go. So, as I said, we're going to be playing with Green Goblin. If you notice on the board, we do not have any of the threat cards on the locations. Those are... I've called it myself off because we had them we had the tokens on locations. Anyway, the threat cards are not going to be on the locations. They get added in during the course of the game, which we'll go into when we go over the villains' special rules and whatnot. Jake, if you want to go over what the Secret Identity Challenge is, and then we'll go into what the actual villain's going to be doing.
So the Secret Identity Challenge, there are essentially reporters out there watching us. And the 2 adjacent locations are where we start, and the villain's location is where the reporters are. And if we do anything other than move in their location, we get an exposure token. And if you get 3 exposure tokens, the next card you place after you suffer 1 damage is played face down. So you still get the benefits of the previous card played, but then the person following you will have no benefit from the card.
Yeah, the damage and then the... Alright, so that is that. So we can also move the tokens. I don't know if you said that just now.
You can move the reporters around with heroic actions. And as long as you don't have to be in their location to move them. So you won't be exposing yourself by moving them to a different location if you do it from...
As long as you do it before you get there.
Exactly.
Alright. So yeah, we'll keep that off to the side there in case we need to reference the rules. We also got the card, giving a brief overview of that. Goblin, though, and that's... I'm sitting here thinking there's a double heroic action move, but that's on the Goblin. So, Green Goblin, first of all, does not start with any threats on his locations, as we already said. Those get thrown in later, so we got the threat cards up here next to Oscorp Tower. We've got his special rules. When a threat is cleared, shuffle it into the deck and add a threat token from the pool to the mission card. Let's see, Green Goblin can't be damaged if there are any civilians on this dashboard. If you are in his location, you can use a double heroic action to rescue a civilian there. So that's his special rule. His BAM effect, deal 1 damage to each hero in Green Goblin's location. Draw a threat card and place it in the next clockwise location without a threat. Overflow, if 1 or more civilian or thug tokens can't be added to this location, draw 1 threat card and place it in the next clockwise location without a threat. And then his villainous plot is that the heroes lose when all locations have a threat card. We have the 7 health on the board for Green Goblin for when we do get to fight him. We also do have off-camera pools of health for the threat cards because he does have minions in his threat card deck that we will have to contend with on that one. So, and then you're handling all the tokens this time?
Sure. I'll be banker.
Okay. All right.
You gotta give them something to do.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's go ahead and draw our starting hands real quick. Is there anything else we need to do before we start with the villain?
Remember to draw a card when you start your turn. Inside joke if you haven't watched our other videos.
Yeah, if you go watch the other gameplay videos, there's 5 of them. 2 of the Fantastic Four against Doctor Doom, and 1 each covering the villains of the core box. So this is going to be the first expansion box we do, at least the one we filmed.
All right.
All right.
Green Goblin, 3 and a BAM. So he's coming right at us.
Okay.
This is just proof that we don't stack these decks when we start.
As long as this card is face up in the storyline, Green Goblin has 1 extra health and deals 1 extra damage with his BAM. Well, that's fun. So,
Alright, so 2 damage to each hero in Green Goblin's location, and then draw a threat card. Oh. Ah.
2 damage and draw a third card.
Uh-huh.
That's okay, because at the end of our turn in this location that we are at, if you have 1 or 2 cards in your hand, you may draw 1 card.
Okay.
That will help us.
He might actually have to film the second one.
So, our threat, corporate thugs. When this threat is placed, add thug to the location. Each thug in this location requires 2 damage to be defeated.
Alright.
So our first threat token is
Yeah.
out. And
Let's
then
see,
thug.
there.
I don't have the thugs over here.
You have the thugs.
I have the thugs.
Split it up, okay?
They don't trust me with everything.
Alright. So now, whoever's going to start.
You want to start?
I mean,
Actually, you go and start because I don't think you started the other one.
Alright. Draw him a card. And I'm going to go ahead and hopefully help us out by playing my double wild.
alright.
And I will rescue the 2 civilians that are here. And because I only have 1 card, I will draw a card. And thus ends my turn.
Alright. I guess I'm going next. I will draw a card. So, one of the things with this is we have to make sure we're moving, right?
We're either moving ourselves in the location with reporters or moving them
Alright.
before we move into their location.
So I'm going to use my special one here. Is that web slinging?
Okay.
So I gain 2 movement tokens.
Sweet.
So I can move out of those locations if I need to, and I can move. Though I don't want to, but I need to. So
Move up to the laboratories and start getting some punch tokens for later.
could do that. Yeah, let's do that. So that's 2 movement.
2 movement, so a wild and a move of your card.
Yeah, I'll punch this thug,
And then gain
and I'll gain a thug token. Punch token. All right.
Way to go and abandon this. Your greatest, one of your greatest enemies of all time, and he's protecting it, man.
Alrighty.
I'm playing Superior right now. Mentally, I know he's coming out soon, but I'm playing Superior Spider right now.
I love it.
Yeah, she divorced me. It's fine. They get divorced? I don't remember.
Alrighty, so I'm going to do this. You're out of heroic stuff you can do there, so you're probably just going to move off that spot on your next turn anyway, right?
I'm gonna move my next turn. Yes.
Alrighty. So I will do this. I'll put down a wild, but it's also web. If you're in the same location as the villain, delay the next villain turn by 1 card. So instead of him going after me, you go, and then he goes.
Me and then.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Alright. And I'll use my wild to go ahead and move this badge to here, assuming you're moving on your next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then since I ended my turn there, I may draw a card.
Okay, you're not going to take advantage of the move?
I
You want to
really.
take the card. You get an exposure token though.
Why do I get exposure token?
Because during the turn, a hero can use a heroic action to move any journalist token to an adjacent location. The hero doesn't need to be in the same location as the journalist token. Keep in mind that moving a journalist token from your location will get you an exposure token.
But he wasn't in that location.
Oh, you're right. I read it as you get it 1 because you did it.
Oh,
Alrighty then.
yeah, I'm just not gonna
Since he is delayed, I will draw my card.
How long is it delayed for? One turn or one whole round?
Just-
1 turn.
So after you now.
move. It just shifts him in the line.
Gotcha.
I will go ahead and play a wild. I will use your wild to move, my wild to punch. And then by end of turn, you may add 1 civilian to any location, then rescue 1 civilian from this location. So I would like a civilian, please, to
Okay.
place in Queens. And the bridge is now clear.
Alright, now the villain goes.
5 and a bam. Ouch.
So it goes to you.
Yeah. And that's going to knock me out. Because he does, as long as this one's face up, they deal 1 extra damage with his bam.
Oof.
So that's 2 damage, which will, again, knock me out. But that's okay.
So we need a thug and a. What's it called?
Let's let him a civilian.
Thing with civilian there.
Thug
We need
civilian,
2, 2, and 2.
2 civilian.
So
1 of each.
1 of each.
2 civilians.
2 civilians.
Yep.
And then 1 of each here.
And 1 of each here. And 2 damage. I believe that triggers his bam again. So we need to add 2 threat cards.
Oh, we didn't add one for.
1 for here because of that bam. And then a second bam from me being KO'd over to the Daily Bugle. So we got another corporate thug.
It doesn't go. It doesn't go on the one that he's banned.
No, it
Clockwise.
isn't clockwise.
Oh,
So we need the stack of 4 health for Craven. And then what is Craven's bam?
Craven, bam! Move this threat to the next clockwise location with any heroes and no threat, if possible. Deal 1 damage to each hero in this location. Now, with that said, I don't think he moves.
He doesn't move with this one because he wasn't out.
that's when it got put out.
Right.
Yeah.
So
technically the bam brought him out. So the bam has been resolved.
Right. So now I go.
Now it is your turn. So draw a card.
We didn't. When this threat is placed, add thug to this location, and then each thug requires 2 punches now.
Well, that is in. I did.
You only had 1 thug.
Just
They just require
it-
2 punches.
Two
I
punches.
heard you say 2 thugs. That's my bad. My bad. All right. So I have nothing good I can do on my turn.
You have a while.
You have a walk.
No, I know that, but
Did you draw a card?
yes, I did. I have 2 cards in my hand. Problem is, I would want to get back here to get the recharge, but I can't now because there's a thing on there, and it's going to be a pain in the butt to take it off. I wouldn't be able to do anything with it this turn. I'd just be getting there so I can do something, and then pray he doesn't roll a 1 or a 7. Or
I mean, if you have your moves, you could. You have your move tokens. I mean, you could use that.
this is true. I can't get over there.
So
When I
that's
get
right.
over there,
Because remember, if he gets full of threats, he's halfway there. We lose.
I know. Thing is, I can't take out a thug when I get there, though. That's the problem.
Use your wild for this.
Yeah, let's do that movement. Use 1 to get here. I'll keep mine over here. Use 1 to get
Do
here.
you want to rescue anybody while you're there, or use
No,
it
I'm gonna
for
clear this so we
Okay.
can start punching those.
throw a token, please?
And then all right,
Wonderful.
that is my turn.
Alrighty. When you come back,
I'm gonna draw 4 cards.
are you going to get to actually play on your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and remove this with my 2 wilds. And I am going to stay there. There's really no sense in me moving at this point, because there's plenty for me to do there on my next turn, and I'll take advantage of just being able to draw a card. That's a good way of getting the full health.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine. Fine. I got this.
Alright, I'm gonna play Web Dancer. You cannot take damage until the beginning of your next turn. So, I'm gonna go ahead and use the wilds to rescue these two. And I will use my movement to go here and grab a punch token. And now, Green Goblin, 2 and a bam. Kidnap. If there are any civilians in Green Goblin's location, take one and place it on his dashboard. So we have to be in his location to spend 2 to save. And he can't be damaged.
Yes, we do. And he cannot be damaged now, but we're not fighting him anyway.
So he bams.
So no one's in his
We
location.
do add a threat to the tower.
Corporate thugs.
And then I believe Craven does something with the bam.
Move this threat to the next clockwise location with any hero. And no threat.
Which is mine.
Mm-hmm. Deal 1 damage to each hero in that location.
Which he can't.
Spider Dancer.
Because of my card.
Web Dancer.
I had a feeling something like that might happen. So, but this is good.
Alright.
Alrighty. Back to me.
Back to you, Spidey.
Draw a card. Give myself some options. What do I got? A move? I don't really want to do. Would it be better for me to hit 2 thug or to hit a thug right now? I'd probably hit the thug right now, right?
If you can start clearing thugs, that's cool. If you could rescue the civilians, that's even better.
I don't have anything to. Well, I just don't want to keep using up wilds.
Yeah. No.
So I can use a wild for anything later. Whereas, yeah, I'll just use some punch. Over there, I'm going to not use the move. I'm going to punch 1 here. Should I use up my token, or we can get another? Well, since we killed Craven, I can get another one. I might want to use it on Craven. That's all I'm going to do, I think.
I will.
Card.
Oh, draw a card. I will draw a card. Oh, that's a fun one. What I will do is I will use my invisibility. I'll go ahead and clear a civilian and punch with your card.
Okay.
And then since I'm ending my turn, I'm going to draw another card. So
No, because you only if it's
You have
only
1 or 2 cards in your hand.
you have.
okay.
So
Well,
you can't take advantage of.
bummer. That's okay. I still did some good. And Craven can't hit me.
Alrighty, drawing my card. Let's do move and a punch. I might as well take the exposure risk and rescue the civilian. So I'll take an exposure token. And then I will punch the.
Do you get another exposure token then?
No, you can only get 1 per turn. So
Oh, okay.
I'll go ahead and punch Craven twice. Once with my card and once with punch token.
Punch token.
Then I will move.
Alright. Now the goblin.
What's he gonna do?
3 is
and
going to go to you and Bam.
He's not gonna go to me. He's gonna go where I was.
Why is it going to go to your guys?
3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I
was
miscounted that.
That's why I moved because my web dancing was over.
All right, so he goes there. Bams.
He's adding 2, 2, and 2, all civilians.
He also does a threat card to go here.
Yeah. Electro. Craven's going to move to where you guys are. Have fun with that.
Well, I am invisible, so I will have plenty of fun with that.
And I'm just going to take damage because
Well,
I'm just...
That's what you do. Take a licking and keep on keeping.
That's okay.
Alright.
You'll have full health soon.
All right, so we
Best way.
need 6 civilians.
Where at?
2 here,
2 there.
2 there,
2 there.
and 2 up where I'm at.
All right.
So now Electro's BAM is deal 1 damage to each hero in both adjacent locations.
All right. That sounds like a good time.
But if you're on his location, you don't get damage?
No.
Okay, I might have to move.
Right? I'm right there with you. All right, my turn.
Yes.
Okay, draw a card.
Hopefully you can finish off the hunter.
Yes, I will be able to. I'm going to use that. I'm going to with your punch and my punch token. I'll keep it over here. I'm going to take off Craven,
Okay.
and then that gets shuffled, or
It will get shuffled into the threat deck. So he might be coming back.
and then with my movement, I'm going to go to Brooklyn. Yeah, I'll go to Brooklyn.
Okay.
And I will take off the 2
Civilians, which will clear that.
Oh wait, if that's the case, hold on. Shoot, I didn't realize that. 'Cause it's gonna put him under pressure.
Why don't you remove this?
I have to be in his location.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to
and
get
that would,
to him.
and that would also expose him.
Move that exposure up there so he doesn't have to deal with it.
Or not expose him, but it would give him a token, getting him closer to exposure.
So, where do I move that to the
You,
to an adjacent location?
and
But that's not an adjacent location. You can
That's-
only have 1 there, right?
I don't know. It doesn't say anything about not having multiples in the same.
There's a lot to do at that spot up
Yeah,
there.
I know. I'm just trying to get because I can use one of my actions to move it. If I move it to me, it doesn't give me a thing.
Doesn't
So-
say if you move it to you and then move there.
I prefer you not do that because I'm going to go.
Yes, I'm basically stuck.
I say we just go ahead and put him under pressure. We're gonna have to. We're gonna be clearing. We're 2 threats away from clearing
Actually, I can't beat
to
him up
start
anyway.
to start beating him up. Which once we clear Electro and or where I'm at,
all right, he is under pressure. Now we're gonna get. Oh. All right, that was my turn.
Alrighty, I will pick a card. And then these are only the heroic actions only good for removing civilians and
the journalist.
Removing civilians, moving the journalist around, and then taking the civilian off of his dashboard, which we have to do.
Before we can hurt him.
okay, and removing the threats. Well, the other types of threat.
Yeah.
All right. I have a lot of options here because I don't have anything in my hand that lets me move at this point. So I am going to.
You can't get to that and start working on the Electro. You're
I
gonna,
can
get
get
hit on your turn. That's the problem.
I can get there, but I won't be able to punch him.
It's not necessarily that there's going to be a BAM on the next villain card either.
Okay.
I mean, just because all of them so far have BAM doesn't mean that the rest of them are.
Just because the first 4 cards doesn't mean the other 8.
You know.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move. Sorry, before I move, I'm gonna use my heroic action to move that one. Yep, over there.
Okay.
I'm gonna move one. I'm gonna put a heroic action on the threat card.
Okay. 2 and a BAM. Good thing you got out of dodge.
Yep.
So the threat will go to the Buell.
Yep. Damage 1. Deal 1 damage to each hero in Goblin's location. If not there, threat card. Place it in a lizard.
Oh, that's your 5.
Yep.
Alright. So we got 2 thugs where he's at and 1 thug in each adjacent.
2 thugs where he's at.
Yes.
What does the lizard do? What's his BAM?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay, I'll wait.
And 1 here. And 1. It's starting to be a rough neighborhood, especially that high school.
Well, you know.
All the thugs in that high school, it's just not even.
That's because Spidey hasn't really been hanging out after he graduated.
True. Alright, bam. Deal 2 damage among heroes in this location. Heroes choose how to split the damage. So, there's more than one of us there. We can do 1 and 1.
Okay.
Alright.
Let me draw a card.
So you have 1 wild.
Yeah. I have 1 wild.
Problem is, you're right next to every single.
I know what I have to do. Defeat thugs. So we can clear the threats.
Mm-hmm.
Only problem is the thugs take
2.
2.
So you need to clear the threat.
Yeah.
But we also need to. We almost need to, especially in that one right there. Get the. I know there's no place to put them, but to get the civilians out of the way.
Just so we don't overflow, yeah.
Right.
So.
And that one too.
Yeah. So. Moving heroic.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use the wild to punch the thug, taking another cell phone. Then I will use move. And then I will use the heroic to rescue the civilian. But because I already took one, I'm not going to take another. And I will gain a punch token for ending my turn there. So. And now it's your turn.
Card. Let's see. I need to hit things. Should I concentrate on hitting Electro, or should I go for as many thugs as I can? If you can clear out the threat on your turn, even though Goblin's going to go ahead of you.
It depends on what you give me. As to whether or not I can clear out that.
I can give you anything you want.
I
I can give you a couple of anything you want.
I can clear the threat.
Okay.
With a couple of something.
Okay.
And have punches left over.
Now, with that said, too. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell me if you think this is good. Playing that no matter what.
Fantastic.
Alright.
I like it.
So,
Yeah.
I'm going to take this one. I'm going to ignore Electro. Probably a mistake. Do that. Movement. Go here.
Mhm.
And with the wild, and the other thing, take care of that. So that way he can punch. Can you get 3 more?
Can I get?
Or do I need to go here and do something?
Do we have to clear the threats in order to punch him?
I can move over here and use the 2. We have to clear this
Yeah.
to punch him.
But if there's threats on
I can go here with
clear
my
it.
extra token and use my 2 heroic actions to clear that, so that way then you...
I'd rather you remove that so I can start wailing on him. Just for fun.
But you're going to have to do 6 punches here.
If I can move here, I can just start punching him.
You can't because we have to take out.
We have to take out...
we have to take out one more?
We have to take out one of these, so I can do this.
I think we should clear the threat.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because you're going to get a bonus when you...
Oh, well, hold on a second. Before you do that, I was going to say, I can clear the threat with these 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to punch, like, one more thug there, if you can.
Alright, so...
I just need you to take out 1 thug without me having that.
You moved.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't done the heroic.
Mm-mm.
So you could rescue the civilian there, at least to help with overflow.
Oh, that's fine. Just leave me 2 thugs, please. That's all I ask. Whatever else you do, I'll make use of your card.
That's fine. 1.
And then you get your draw up because you... Yep.
But you still didn't get... Okay.
I didn't take care of that.
Yeah, that's what I would...
I couldn't have done both.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay. Now it's his turn.
1 and a bam.
Fantastic.
And we're going to have some overflow. So...
My bad.
Electro's going to hurt both of us. That's wonderful.
And I
Yeah.
take 2 damage from being in the same...
You're going to take 2 damage from being in the same location as him. We have the new threat is using civilians as shields. Cannot take any damage as long as there are any civilians in this location. Wonderful. All right.
Everything.
So, civilian here.
Ah.
It's me a point. No point in doing anything else. We're gonna overflow here, which will be the last threat card. Superior Spider-Man. Yeah, right.
Oh, my bad. I should have had you remove that 3rd card. I'm sorry. I lost you this one, Eric. We said go back. Hey, you know what? Just cut it. Like at that other spot. And we'll...
Rewind.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us today. So, yes, Green Goblin is hard.
Secret identity mode?
Makes it a lot more hard.
We'll get him next time. It's fine.
Yep.
Rips off the mask. Reveals.
What?
When Goblin wins, he rips off Peter Parker's mask and reveals it.
Oh, God. All right. So that was against Green Goblin. So, yeah, Peter Parker and the Spidey and his amazing friends failed on that one. So,
listen, give me Iceman and Firestar. We'll redo this.
we might. So what I'm debating on doing, if you got this far in the video, congratulations. 2. I think average view time is like 6 minutes or something like that.
I feel bad because I lost this one for us. That's my
fine.
bad plan. Won't happen again.
Yeah.
Let's rematch.
So my thought is, though, every villain that we do lose to,
Yeah.
because we got to cover all this stuff. Like the goal is to by next year get through all of Marvel United, right? We got to showcase all the heroes as well, right?
Yeah.
So my plan is after we get done with the main content and every villain or whatever, we still have a ton of heroes we can't fight with. That we're not going to fight with. That's just how it is. So my thought then is to basically rematch. Like these characters are defeated.
Yeah.
They're gone. They're done. Whatever, right? Donezo. So basically stating that when we do the rematches,
It's with
it either has to be with heroes that
Have one.
I have one. So Captain America's definitely done. Spoilers. And or it has to be with characters that haven't played yet.
Fair enough.
So
like it.
basically, we're eliminating. It's our own campaign mode. We are eliminating characters. Unfortunately, it's because of our own stupidity.
We're gonna have a lot of replays. You can have enough unplayed or one heroes to cover that, or how's that gonna work?
Oh, there's enough heroes.
Well, yeah.
Have you seen how often we lose?
No, that's.
We don't have to win the rematch. We just
We're just gonna play the rematch.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
hopefully we win. But then if not, we have another rematch with different heroes.
Now, with that said, though, I do like the thought about replaying this one. Since this is technically Disney Junior, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, I do like the idea of doing the rematch of like old school Spidey and His Amazing Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. So, was it Firestar?
Firestar and
And
Iceman.
Yep. Great stance.
And if the companions add Miss Lion instead of, somebody else.
I was like, why are the X-Men here? All right, so that has been this episode of Marvel United playthrough. If you like the video, hit that subscribe button, like button, like the video, do all those things, and we will see you guys in the next one. Apparently, we're literally tearing down to play another game, so, to get it set up. So, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Later.
I mean, what are you waiting for? Don't look at me.
I don't know, something amazing.
I'm sad. My strategy got us murdered that
You
time.
should be sad. Yeah. But I'm just glad the host didn't lose this time.
Yeah.
I actually had the good strategy this
You
time.
did,
And
you
I
did.
listened to you.
Yeah. You're a goblin, Harry.